Hello, hello, hello. It's finally Friday and welcome to Smell the Coffee with Diana Master and Glenora Shapura. We couldn't be more excited to be bringing you our bizarre stories today. Definitely something that is worth discussing. So how are you doing?
I'm doing very well. You just said it's finally Friday, but we're still in January.
Yeah, girl.
Next week is still January, and the week after that is
still, like January has gone on forever. January said, I'm here to take my sweet time. I'm a princess.
Yes.
Don't rush me.
Exactly. Like,
don't rush the art.
Don't rush the art. Yeah.
I feel like January is making up for the remainder of the year. Because I feel like after this, it's just going to
be fun. But also, I feel like this year has come with a bang, guys. There's a lot happening in this year, guys. We're just in in the 10th.
It's just 19 days into January, but geez.
The things that have happened.
Like so much has happened.
I wonder if, is this the January energy or is the rest of the year?
I wonder. We need to ask the people that, the time travelers.
Like what is happening? What is happening?
You know what I've realized though?
Yeah.
Even though the days seem to be moving slow, for some reason, time is flying so fast. I don't know how this is possible, right? But I get home, let's say, and it's 2 o'clock. I sit on my couch for like 5 minutes and it's 4 o'clock. It's like, wait.
I feel the same. I thought it was me who is experiencing that. Like, honestly, I'm going through this. It's like weird lapses of time that just happen very quickly. Like, I remember somebody was like, they're outside, they pick me up. And I'm like, okay, let me pick up my flask. That movement of just picking up my flask and going outside.
Took you 10 minutes.
Yes, exactly. I'm like, wait, what happened?
What's going on?
Guys, there's literally something happening. There's a glitch in the matrix.
There is. Well, they are saying that the globe is rotating a few milliseconds faster. And even though they're like, no, but you won't feel it. And it's like, we're feeling it. Yeah. We're feeling it. Because really and truly, how do I sit down?
For 5
and
minutes.
2 hours has passed.
And you did not realize it. Like, seriously.
And it's not even like when you're not doing anything. Even when you're doing something.
You just 2 hours.
You feel like, wait. Like, I'd be studying, right? And then I study like maybe just one chapter and it's been 2.5 hours. And I'm like, what is... It didn't take me 2.5 hours. What's going on?
It does not take you 2.5 hours to go through. You know what I mean? On a regular whatever time frame, you don't also spend that much time on one chapter or whatever, or reading something and you just read 2 pages and it's saying that you read...
Whoever it is that is pulling the strings, we know you are. So please, just give us back our regular time, okay? Like... My 24 hours feels like 12 hours now.
Give us more time. Give us 48 hours in 24 hours.
No,
I want more time. Yeah, I want more time. I want to sleep and then wake up and be like, what? It's only 4 a.m. It feels like I've been sleeping forever.
You sleep for another 6 hours and then an hour has passed.
Yes, exactly.
No, but then that means we'll age. No.
Does that mean we'll age faster?
We'll age faster.
Without the aging bits, okay? Just more time.
But anyway, we will be taking a quick ad break and returning with our top stories right after.
Welcome to My.NA Cars, your ultimate destination for everything automotive.
I am your host, Diana Master. Teamwork makes the dream work, right?
Discover the latest models, innovative technologies, and expert insights from our passionate hosts. Learn essential maintenance tips and get exclusive behind-the-scenes access to the automotive industry. Don't miss My.NA Cars on NTV every Thursday at 2100 hours. Tune in and ignite your passion for automobiles.
Getting into our first story, Austrian heiress wants to pay 50 people to give away a 521 million rand inheritance. The rich and famous are paying top dollar for a place at this week's Davos summit, but heiress Marlene Engelhorn is on the other side of the fence at the glitzy Swiss resort, demanding that they pay more in taxes. The 31-year-old is also pursuing an ambitious plan to pay people to come up with ideas for her to give away the bulk of her 25 million euro, which is approximately 521 million Namibian dollar wealth, so she can escape what she calls a dynastic rich swamp. I've inherited a fortune and therefore power without having done anything for it. And the state doesn't even want taxes on it, said the Austrian-German activist and founder of Tax Me Now initiative. Engelhorn is joining several protests by a wealthy minority on the sidelines of the World Economic Forum, calling for higher taxes on the rich. The The scion of the founder BASF chemical giant Friedrich Engelhorn is among an exclusive group of millionaires pushing for governments to tax them more to bridge the growing wealth gap. The estimated 2,150 billionaires around the world are $3.3 trillion richer than they were in 2020, while nearly 5 billion people worldwide have grown poorer, the charity Oxfam said in a report on Monday, slamming levels of obscene inequality. Engelhorn, who inherited millions when her grandmother died in 2022, announced this month that a citizens group of 50 Austrians will be set up and paid to devise ideas for the future of her fortune.
Wow.
Hashtag tax the rich.
I know, right? I know, right? For her information, there's like very beautiful actresses and writers and producers in Namibia who would do, so much with that money. You know what I'm saying? It will go a long way. We'll employ people. We'll tell African stories that empower Africans. We will do so much with that money.
It's you pitching your idea for me.
I am pitching, but
get us that bag, girl.
Exactly.
Get us
it
that bag.
will make a difference to a lot of people's lives. But also, the fact that the rich are not taxed is so baffling.
It's ridiculous.
Like what?
It's ridiculous.
You mentioned the jump from 2020 to
like from 2020 until now.
Yes.
The 2,150 billionaires in the world are $3.3 trillion richer. So again, it's that thing of the rich keep getting rich
and the poor get poorer. I feel like the system is designed to keep the poor poorer and the rich getting richer because
definitely
the poor man is taxed, heavily. And these rich billionaires and trillionaires are not getting taxed. That's
all.
So crazy. They are not getting taxed.
But hey, if you don't have money, just be rich.
Just be rich. Stop complaining.
Stop complaining. Just
Stop
be rich.
complaining.
It's not my fault you're not rich. Just be rich.
Yes, exactly. Stop complaining.
Get off. What did Kim Kardashian say? You're lazy. What did you say
lazy.
about laziness?
Okay, all you need to do is, just create a sex tape.
Just work hard.
Just
okay?
work hard.
It's like, girl,
please. We're working hard.
We've been working hard, honestly. So yesterday I came across a very interesting TikTok, right? It was this guy talking about generational wealth and saying that the reason most black people don't have generational wealth is because we are all starting from scratch, right? Think of it this way. Your dad owns, I don't know, let's say a giant pharmaceutical company. You decide, no, actually I want to do film and theater. You go your own way. Now that means you're starting your own line of generational wealth. Your child decides, no, actually, I want to be a pilot. He's starting his own thing. Whereas most of these heirs and heiresses, they inherit because from the minute they're born, from the time they start going to school, they know I'm going to take over my father's company or my mother's company or whatever. So most of us, because we are now starting our own lines and whatever, we don't pass down the information, the contacts that we have. Because now everyone else is starting from scratch.
But to be fair, I do have a counter argument against that because fine, there's we are not passing down, let's say, fine, I'm not going to take over farming, whatever. But there is still the benefit of coming from a family with money.
Yeah.
Even if I'm not going to be in the business of whatever, I'm still going to go to the best, whatever, piloting
school. To the best schools.
I'm still going to be I'm set up for success in whatever else I choose.
And the thing is,
because I come from wealth. But whereas your mother and father, they were both, maybe government employees or whatever, mid-level to, low income.
Yeah.
They don't have money to even pass on when they die.
Yeah.
And you are left with the burden of, taking care of yourself, taking care of the family. So there's all these things that hold, especially the black people back. So
I do agree with what you're saying.
Yeah.
Because as I was listening to it, I was like, yeah, I hear what you're saying. But then also at the same time, I don't think
generational wealth is still the moment there is generational wealth, whether your father had a pharmaceutical, whatever it is.
Because you're saying,
even if you're not going in that direction.
Think of Donald Trump saying, my dad gave me a small loan of $1 million.
Exactly. Well, getting to our next story, in some rather Disgusting news. A bride ruins €12,000 dress on wedding day when she gambled on a fart and she lost in a big way.
Yeah.
A wedding planner was left sponging down a sobbing naked bride after a last-minute plan to fix some last-minute belly bloating went catastrophically wrong. What should have been the happiest day of her life was completely ruined because she spent the day knocking back detox shakes, resulting in a disaster when she gambled on a fart and lost in a big way. She ended up ruining her €12,000 dress. Things didn't exactly start well, and the event planner who took to Reddit to tell the story claims the bride had been quite the bridezilla from day one. She wanted the reception to take place in a historic barn at one of the family's properties, which caused numerous issues. The barn also wasn't big enough to host all the guests, and additional auxiliary tents had to be arranged. Now, after hearing what had happened, the planner told guests there should be a short delay before heading to the loo to help her poor assistant, who was cleaning the bride off with toilet paper. She claims the bride had let out a substance no human body should emit. She says the bride thought it was a fart, but instead let out something much worse. She wrote, "I'm just looking at her manicured nails. Residue of diarrhea are just embedded in her nail bed. I start trying to scrap the poo out with a fabric stain wipe." The bride insisted the show go on, and despite the smell accompanying her out of the bathroom and being noticed by the groom, the newlyweds performed a choreographed first dance.
Oh my God.
The planner said as the groom spun his bride around, hand on her waist, he is squishing the poo up inside of her waist, and up and out the back, the poop came out.
In front of all the guests.
Yeah! To our horror, we watched as oily stains spread across the mid-back of the gown. As we're still cringing from this, the groom sets his hand firmly in the middle of the poo stain.
Oh, it's giving, I will love you.
Oh, apparently
I
the
will love
couple
you
fed each other
regardless.
cake with their poo-stained hands. Oh my word. Oh.
It's giving, we're meant to be. It's giving, no diarrhea
Why
shall
did you go
separate
back?
us. What God has joined together, let no diarrhea put asunder. Like,
Why would you go out? Oh my word, this is so disgusting. Like, I was like,
shame the poor wedding planner and her assistant, man.
they had to clean the pool.
Again, rich people.
Like, honestly, I feel like now, if ever I decide to have a wedding and I'm going to go big, I think I'll have like 3 dresses on standby.
Just in case?
Just in case.
No,
after
just in
hearing
case
this,
what?
after hearing this,
For 3 days before my
someone
wedding, I'm
throws
not
red
eating.
wine. Someone throws you red wine on you, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Just in case.
There's
I'm
not
just
going to be
have-
red wine at my wedding. There's not going to be anything that's going to stain my dress at my wedding. No, we're not going to do that.
We're not going to do that.
We are not going to do that.
But would you
number
go
one.
out though after
No.
having? Why would you go out?
No, but this is because she was a bridezilla. I feel like this was karma. Karma is a funny way of, yeah. I feel like this was karma. Number 1. Number 2, no, like just no.
I will also be like,
Just no.
guys,
Get
she
one
was
of
like,
your
no
bridesmaids.
diarrhea will ruin my day.
That's a sign
No
from
diarrhea.
whatever you believe. If it's God, if it's your spirit guides, if it's your ancestors, that's a sign.
Apparently it smells so bad. They
That
could
this
smell
wedding-
her 4 feet away.
Yeah, I
Like,
mean,
it was
because
so bad.
she was downing
Detox shakes.
shake. So of course, okay. Now, in the last of our top stories, passenger trapped in airline bathroom for entire flight gets note from flight attendant. Sir, we tried our best. Thought sitting in the middle seat was rough. A SpiceJet passenger has had the poopiest flying experience ever after getting trapped in the lavatory for nearly the entire flight. A passenger unfortunately got stuck inside the lavatory for about an hour, the budget airline said in a statement addressing the involuntary downgrade. The unnamed flyer reportedly went to use the lavatory shortly after takeoff on a 1 hour and 45-minute night flight from Mumbai to Bengaluru on Tuesday, Indian Express reported. However, when he tried to leave after doing his business, the door wouldn't open due to a lock malfunction, effectively trapping the passenger inside the bathroom, per the statement. The crew and other passengers desperately attempted to free the flyer from the outhouse arrest, but to no avail. As a result, he was relegated to the great honey bucket in the sky for nearly the entire flight. In an attempt to calm the passenger during his in-flight uncroppment, crew members slid a note under the door, a la FBI negotiators trying to reassure a hostage. Sir, we tried our best to open the door. However, we could not. The letter read, do not panic. We are landing in a few minutes, so please close the commode lid and sit on it and secure yourself. As soon as the main door is open, an engineer will come. We actually have a picture of the note. But anyway, his solitary confinement finally ended upon landing. 2 engineers boarded the aircraft and broke open the door, rescuing the commode captive from outhouse arrest, after which he received immediate medical support. The airline has since issued the flyer a full reimbursement for his poopy imprisonment. SpiceJet regrets and apologizes for the inconvenience caused to the passenger. They said the passenger is being provided a full refund.
You know, it's funny. We really did not plan to have poopy stories today. We really did not. We did not. Like, I did not know.
Telepathy would have it.
This was her story. She did not know mine. Wow, that's so crazy. That's so crazy. We are sorry, but there's nothing we can do.
It's the note for me. They just casually said, like, listen, sir, we tried our best. Just so you don't think we're not trying and we just left you there. We really did try our best.
We did the best that we can, but for now,
I would get, because I feel like I'm a bit claustrophobic.
Yeah, me too.
So I would panic.
Have you seen how small
toilet lavatories?
Yes,
in the tiny.
They are so tiny. I also like.
But that's because you fly economy.
Yeah, we need to change that this year, 2024. We are not flying economy.
Yeah. It's because you fly economy.
We're not flying economy anymore.
If you flew first class or business class, you wouldn't have
You would not have those issues.
Exactly.
And being stuck
You wouldn't be stuck in a lavatory. And also, this is a budget airline. So I mean, at the end of the day, you get what you paid for.
But at least he got a full reimbursement.
Yeah.
So a free flight, I guess?
Yeah, basically, they fully refunded him. But do you think some of these airlines would refund you? They'd be
no, they'll be like,
but you arrived.
But you arrived. Did you not arrive?
What did you not arrive?
We'll give, the best we can do is 30% off.
They'll be like 15%. It's like, guys, really, the entire flight I had to sit in a toilet. No. But anyway, that does bring us to the end of our top stories. Now, after the break, I talked to one of the new MyZone interns, Michaela, about her experience here and her journey to becoming a MyZone intern. Stay tuned.
E-Ticket, your online ticket solution for events and event marketing, bringing you ease of mind and making sure that your event gets out there. For more information, contact events@nhom.com.na.
With me in studio today is one of MyZone's new interns for 2024. She goes by the name Michaela. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
All right, so start us off by telling us a little bit about yourself.
Right, so I just finished my third-year degree at NUST, so I'll be graduating in April.
Nice.
So I'm an aspiring journalist.
Oh, you're an aspiring journalist? Is
Yes.
that what you studied at NUST?
That is exactly what I studied at NUST.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So why did you apply for the MyZone internship program?
Actually, to gain more experience, because this field really does interest me. I did get inspired by Hancho, because I do follow him on social media to see what he was doing. It really invoked that inspiration to gain more knowledge and apply that in everyday life.
And how was the process, like from start to finish? How was it? Was it nerve-wracking?
Quite. I felt very unworthy. I don't even think that's the right word. But applying, I was very, very nervous, especially when we heard that there were 300 applicants. So getting to that process of 25, getting to that process of 12, and then from the 12 to 5, I was gritting my teeth.
I can imagine. I can imagine. Because like you're saying, out of 300, you're always like, okay, what are the chances that I'm going to make it, you know?
It's like, there's probably people that have like 800 years experience behind their back. There's no way.
But hey, when it's your time, it's your time, and nobody can stand in the way of that, or no one can stop that. What are you looking forward to the most, apart from learning new things in the field and gaining experience?
I think my most, what I look forward to would definitely be becoming a director.
Okay.
So I would like to establish a show and run that and make it a permanent thing. I really do like working behind the scenes versus in front of the camera. I think a lot of people tend to say that, but working behind the scenes, producing, writing the script, all of that, it's where my passion is.
That's where your heart is.
Dis waar my hart is.
Being behind the scenes, I mean, for sure, not everybody is comfortable being in front of the camera. Most people would rather be behind the camera. I'd rather be in front of the camera. Yeah.
It suits you.
Yeah, thank you. Okay. But definitely being behind the camera, I would get stressed a lot. A lot. I've studied media and drama, so I do have a bit of background in directing, and no, that's just not
for you.
Me, not for me. So what kind of show would you be willing to start?
So I'll be working on a Hole So Nice with Hancho. So I would like to have a new take on that versus it being planned, or you bring in people that write into the show. We just approach them on the street.
Okay.
A surprise element to that is definitely something that I want to do. Or, you know, it's like a speed dating thing.
Yes.
Like seven applicants. They have to impress the
next one in a minute.
The next one in a minute.
Yeah.
Something like that, something interactive, something more engaging.
Something out of the box as well.
Exactly.
Something that has never been done, something that we haven't seen on Namibian television.
Yes.
That is definitely exciting, and we're looking forward to seeing your take on Hole So Nice. So, is there anything in particular that makes you nervous about this job? Is there anything that you feel like, you know what, no, I don't think I can do this?
Definitely the writing aspect and the grammar. So someone's like, Michaela, so you don't know how to spell beautiful. Michaela, this is not your source's name. What is this?
What is this? What is happening?
Or like a company called Michaela, I need you to take this article down. It's you're overbreaching something. I'm like, okay, I'm so sorry.
Oh no.
Or sitting in the CEO office, Michaela, I don't appreciate what you did. I'm like, okay.
Oh,
sorry,
geez.
sir.
Oh no, I can imagine. I mean, it's all a learning curve. You're still finding your feet. It's going to be nerve-wracking. Yeah. Definitely. They always say that if your dreams don't scare you, they're not big enough. Exactly. Now, in the last of your questions, where do you see yourself, or rather, where do you hope to be in the next 5 years?
Definitely director, in simple terms, but that takes a very long time. So in 5 years, I would just like to be established.
Okay.
Where I am comfortable in my field, where I have more background knowledge on every aspect of what my career or my field holds.
When you say director, do you mean strictly for television shows, or do you plan on expanding to film, theater, all of those?
Definitely. One thing that I do enjoy is documentaries. So, like the TB Joshua documentary that came out, I would like to do something like that.
Okay.
I love that type of film where it's in a studio, it's recorded, it has the raw emotions, the background scenes, stuff like that. Also, a film, maybe. I think writing movies is a niche. It's definitely talent because you get a lot of bad movies.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit scary, but who knows? I might improve.
But sometimes, especially with movies, it could be a thing of a terrible script but great directing, or great directing in a terrible
script.
It's
a 50-50 game.
It's a 50-50, it's a catch-22 situation. But we are looking forward to be seeing your name out there in big, bold letters. We're excited for everything that you have in store. Before I let you go, any final words?
Chase your dreams.
Chase your dreams.
Yeah.
Exactly, definitely. And like I said before, if your dreams don't scare you, they are not big enough. Thank you so much for joining me in studio. Oh, and one more thing. Any advice you would like to give to those that are planning to apply for the next intake for the My Zone interns?
I would definitely say, before you apply, get in every field, write stories, even if it's on social media. Do all of the things so you can get seen and you stand out above the rest. Just do small, even if it's so minor, just do it. So you can have it.
That is great advice because it can take you further places. Well, that is it for our little interview segment. We'll be right back with more Smell the Coffee after this break. be chatting with more MyZone interns and finding out about their journey. Well, from Diana Masa and Glenora Shipura, this has been all the time we have for you today. We do hope you enjoy your weekend. On that note, it's a goodbye.